In the heart of the Whispering Woods, where sunlight dappled the forest floor through a canopy of ancient trees, young Clara stumbled upon an unusual sight. It was a tall, standing mirror, seemingly out of place amidst the ferns and fallen leaves. Its ornate frame, adorned with intricate carvings of vines and flowers, stood untarnished by time or weather. Clara, with her curiosity piqued, approached the mirror cautiously. As she drew closer, she noticed something peculiar. The reflection staring back at her was not her own. Clara's breath hitched as she leaned in, her eyes widening in a mix of fear and fascination. The reflection was but a silhouette, a dark figure with piercing red eyes that seemed to gaze directly into her soul. A faint, shimmering sound emanated from the mirror, like the distant chime of crystal bells carried on a gentle breeze. The air around her grew colder, and the woods fell eerily silent, as if nature itself was holding its breath. Clara felt an inexplicable pull, a whisper in her mind urging her to reach out and touch the glass. With a trembling hand, Clara reached out, her fingers brushing against the cold surface of the mirror. The moment her skin made contact, a jolt of energy surged through her, and the red-eyed silhouette seemed to smile. The shimmering sound grew louder, enveloping her in a melody that resonated deep within her chest. The world around her began to blur, the edges of the forest dissolving into a swirl of colors. Clara felt herself being pulled forward, as if the mirror was a gateway to another realm, and she was powerless to resist its call. The forest vanished, replaced by a vortex of vibrant hues that swirled around her. The silhouette in the mirror seemed to come alive, its red eyes glowing brighter as it leaned closer. A voice, both ancient and ethereal, whispered in her mind. "Welcome, Clara. You have been chosen to uncover the secrets of the Forgotten." The words echoed through her consciousness, filling her with a sense of destiny and dread. She tried to pull back, but it was too late. The mirror had claimed her, and she was tumbling into the unknown. As Clara tumbled through the vortex, the colors around her shifted and morphed into scenes of distant lands and forgotten times. The silhouette's voice continued to echo in her mind, guiding her through the chaos. "You are the key, Clara. Only you can restore what has been lost." She felt a surge of determination, a newfound courage welling up inside her. The world on the other side of the mirror was calling, and Clara knew she had to answer. With a deep breath, she steeled herself for the adventure that lay ahead, ready to uncover the secrets of the Forgotten. As Clara's feet touched solid ground, she found herself in a realm bathed in twilight, where the sky shimmered with hues of violet and gold. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers she had never seen before, their petals glowing softly in the dim light. Before her stood a path lined with towering silver trees, their leaves whispering secrets in a language she couldn't understand. The silhouette's voice faded, leaving Clara with a sense of purpose and a map of stars imprinted in her mind. She took her first step forward, determined to uncover the mysteries that awaited her in this enchanted world. As Clara ventured deeper into the twilight realm, the path beneath her feet began to glow, illuminating her way through the silver forest. The trees seemed to lean in, their whispers growing louder, almost as if they were sharing their ancient wisdom with her. She felt a connection to this place, a bond that transcended time and space. With each step, Clara's resolve strengthened, and she knew that her journey was just beginning. The secrets of the Forgotten awaited her, and she was ready to uncover them, one by one. As Clara followed the luminous path, she noticed small, glowing creatures darting between the trees. They resembled fireflies, but radiated a spectrum of colors, casting fleeting shadows that danced on the forest floor. One of them landed gently on her shoulder, its light pulsing softly as if communicating with her. Clara felt a warmth spread through her, a sense of companionship in this strange new world. The creature seemed to be guiding her, leading her deeper into the heart of the silver forest, where the secrets of the Forgotten awaited her discovery. As Clara continued her journey, the glowing creature on her shoulder began to hum a soft, melodic tune. The tune resonated with the whispers of the trees, creating a harmonious symphony that filled the air. The path ahead began to slope upwards, leading to a clearing where a grand, ancient structure stood. It was a temple, its walls adorned with carvings of celestial bodies and forgotten symbols. The temple seemed to pulse with energy, beckoning Clara to enter and uncover the secrets that lay within its hallowed halls. As Clara approached the temple, she was struck by its awe-inspiring beauty. The structure seemed to be alive, its walls humming with a low, resonant frequency that vibrated through her very core. The carvings on the walls glowed faintly, depicting stories of ancient times and forgotten heroes. The entrance was a grand archway, adorned with symbols that pulsed with energy, inviting her to step inside. As Clara stood before the grand archway of the temple, she was captivated by the intricate details of the door. It was crafted from a material that shimmered like polished obsidian, yet it radiated a warmth that seemed to invite her closer. The door was adorned with a series of concentric circles, each one etched with symbols that glowed faintly, as if illuminated by an inner light. These symbols seemed to shift and change, forming patterns that told stories of ancient times and forgotten lore. At the center of the door was a large, circular emblem, depicting a celestial scene of stars and planets aligned in a cosmic dance. The emblem pulsed with energy, its light ebbing and flowing like the breath of the temple itself. Surrounding the emblem were smaller carvings of mythical creatures and legendary heroes, their forms intertwined in a timeless narrative. The door was flanked by two towering statues, each one a guardian of the temple. They were carved from the same shimmering material as the door, their eyes gleaming with a soft, ethereal light. The statues seemed to watch Clara, their presence both protective and wise. As Clara reached out to touch the door, she felt a gentle hum beneath her fingertips. The symbols on the door responded to her touch, their glow intensifying as if recognizing her presence. The door seemed to be alive, a living gateway to the secrets that lay within the temple. With a deep breath, Clara pushed the door open, ready to step into the unknown and uncover the mysteries that awaited her. As Clara stepped through the temple doors, she was enveloped in a soft, golden light that seemed to emanate from the very walls. The interior of the temple was vast and grand, with high, arched ceilings adorned with constellations that mirrored the night sky. The air was filled with a sense of timelessness, as if the temple existed outside the bounds of the ordinary world. The floor beneath her feet was made of smooth, reflective stone, its surface polished to a mirror-like sheen. It reflected the celestial patterns from the ceiling, creating an illusion of walking among the stars. The walls were lined with alcoves, each one housing ancient artifacts that pulsed with energy, their purpose and origin a mystery. At the far end of the temple stood a grand altar, its surface inscribed with the same symbols that adorned the door. Above the altar hung a large, circular pendant, its surface a swirling mass of colors that seemed to shift and change. The pendant was the focal point of the temple, drawing Clara towards it with an almost magnetic pull. As she approached the altar, the symbols on the floor began to glow, forming a path that led directly to the pendant. The air around her hummed with energy, and the whispers of the trees outside seemed to converge into a single, harmonious voice. It was a voice that spoke of destiny and purpose, a voice that called to Clara, urging her to reach out and claim the pendant. With a deep breath, Clara stepped onto the glowing path, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement and trepidation. She knew that the pendant held the key to the secrets of the forgotten, and she was ready to uncover the truth that lay within its swirling depths. As Clara reached the altar, the pendant above it began to pulse with a brighter, more intense light. The colors within it swirled faster, creating a mesmerizing dance of hues that seemed to draw her in. The symbols on the altar started to glow in response, their light reflecting off the pendant and casting a kaleidoscope of colors around the temple. Clara felt a surge of energy within her, a connection to the pendant that seemed to resonate with her very soul. She reached out, her hand trembling slightly as she touched the pendant. The moment her fingers made contact, a wave of energy surged through her, and the pendant's light enveloped her completely. In that instant, Clara's mind was filled with visions of ancient times, of forgotten heroes and legendary battles. She saw the rise and fall of civilizations, the ebb and flow of time, and the interconnectedness of all things. The pendant was a key, a gateway to the secrets of the forgotten, and Clara was the one destined to uncover them. As the vision subsided, Clara found herself standing in the temple, the pendant now resting in the palm of her hand. It had transformed into a small, glowing orb, its light pulsing softly. She knew that her journey was far from over, that the secrets of the Forgotten were now hers to uncover, and that she held the key to unlocking the mysteries that lay ahead. As Clara held the glowing orb, she felt a profound sense of responsibility and wonder. The visions had shown her glimpses of a world beyond her own, a world where the forgotten secrets held the power to shape the future. She knew that her journey was just beginning, and that she had a role to play in uncovering the truths that had been lost to time. With the orb in hand, Clara turned to leave the temple, her heart filled with determination. The path before her was clear, both literally and metaphorically. The symbols on the floor continued to glow, guiding her back through the silver forest and towards the mirror that had brought her to this realm. As she stepped out of the temple, the glowing creature that had guided her earlier reappeared, its light pulsing in harmony with the orb. It seemed to beckon her, urging her to follow it deeper into the forest. Clara knew that she had to continue her journey, to uncover the secrets of the Forgotten and fulfill the destiny that had been set before her. With a deep breath, Clara followed the creature, her heart pounding with excitement and anticipation. The world around her was alive with possibility, and she was ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. Want to find out what happens next? Stay tuned for part 2 of Clara's journey through time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.